Ricardo, how does it feel to play a match after, well, half week of partying?
Yeah, no, nice to be honest. Obviously we had an intense week, of course, but as a team, we kind of decided that the last few games we wanted to go ahead and win all the games. So we put that in our head, and we've been working for that. And so we had 2 days of training to be able to build up to this game, and I feel like as a team we played good.
What was harder, the body to recover or mentally from the partying?
No, I feel like, I think we did a good job on the pitch, to be honest. It was obviously, like I said, intense days, but, we had to put that aside a little bit and focus on the game and, focus on the rest of the season.
That this summer there will be a World Cup, is that maybe an advantage for a team like PSV? Because there are a lot of guys going there, of course.
Yeah, of course, it's definitely something that PSV aims for sure. As a club, we have some good players. We have players that can go to the World Cup, so it's definitely an advantage for them for sure.
To talk about the partying, there were a couple of players who said, yeah, I think Ricardo Pepi will be the next Malik Tillman. He will be a good partier. Tell us, were they right?
No chance, no chance. I don't think I could ever match Malik, to be honest. That's a one-of-a-kind person, to be honest. So, no, I wasn't even close, if I'm being honest.
A lot has been thrown at you lately. The transfer falling through, winning the title, international duty, returning, not being in the starting 11 last week. How have you been balancing all that?
Yeah, to be honest, I will say it's been a lot. It's been a lot, of course. But as a professional athlete, you always have to focus on the next one. You always have to try to focus on what's coming and not what's happened. So I've just been focusing on the next game and day by day, to be honest, and just preparing myself for the end of the season.
But you're also human, so it won't be always easy, right?
No, of course, it's not always going to be season, but I feel like these are learning things that you have to go through life, and like I said, these are learning issues.
You were on the scoring sheet again. Could have been one more. The ball from Fernandes, you decided to take it with your right foot. Why? Yeah,
to be honest, it's just I'm not happy obviously with the chance that I missed, of course, but it can happen. If I could go back in the game and take back the chance and maybe finish it different, I obviously would. But it's things that happens as a reaction. As a striker, you obviously trust your right foot a little bit better than your left foot. So. It's just part of the game, and in the game you can't really think about how I'm going to finish this chance right in front of goal. So, but like I said, I'm not happy with just scoring one goal. I wanted both of them.
The goal of becoming champions, well, you achieved it as a team. Next goal for you personally is to score as many goals and to reach your peak level into the World Cup. Where are you at, would you say?
Yeah, I feel like I've been getting there. Of course, I've had a little bit of too many setbacks this year, but my focus is to be able to play as much as I can the next couple games, and hopefully I can get to that level where I continue to score, I continue to play, and I continue to help the team. So very important for me to continue to play games.
And how long will you be playing with that brace? Because I can imagine it's also. It doesn't make you feel free as normally, right?
Yeah, most definitely not. But I think probably end this season with the brace on. So just for safety reasons.
World Cup also?
I'm gonna have to think about it. If I could get away from it, then I'm gonna try to get away from it. But I think this season I'm gonna finish with it.
Maybe make a brace with the flag of America.
That could be possible. But my goal is to not wear it. So hopefully I don't have to go there.
Thanks. Good luck.